right, guys. So today we are gonna talk about ISOs for Young Avengers. This is a pretty straightforward team, to be honest, and I'm actually gonna be doing this video pretty quick. I'm gonna be asking you guys though, just in case if you guys are doing anything different when it comes to the ISOs related to this team. For the most part, though, I think the consensus here is that this character right here has to be a skirmisher no matter what. If you guys don't know why, we'll talk a little bit about who she is. But her passive, 80% chance to assist now on each young Avenger or hero brawler ally's turn. On turn, 80% chance to grant assist now to a random young Avenger or hero brawler ally as well. When a hero or ally drops below 50% health, gain taunt. If that ally is a young Avenger or brawler, also gain 2 deflex on that. So she's gonna be granting assist now to each young Avenger, or grant assist now to a random young Avenger or hero brawler ally. So no matter what, very similar dynamic to, as we mentioned, Ant-Man and other characters that give this this proc within their abilities. So with that being said, you definitely want to make her a skirmisher so that every single time your team is going, you end up doing triple taps with this team. And we're gonna showcase it at the end. But if anybody doing anything different other than skirmisher, I would be very interested to find out if that was the case. Damn it, the green screen. I got you, DC3. I told you it was gonna be a thing. So she's definitely gonna be a skirmisher. I didn't even use her in my. She is the reason why Young Avengers work. Without her, there is no Young Avengers. As I mentioned, you need her to be. Her passive is the main reason why the team works as well as they do nowadays. So you definitely want to make sure that you have her running. She's the engine, so you need to have her as a skirmisher. I'll show it in a little bit in the battles why, and then from there on out, we'll talk first about the actual Young Avengers within this team. So Spider-Man Miles is another Young Avenger, and as you guys can see, I have him as a striker, so that once again, every time she gets to land an assist or assist him, you'll get to go and do a double tap. His basic quick stare, if Squirrel Girl is an ally or if the target has defense down, you clear 3 positive effects. So if you end up targeting a character that has defense down, then this is gonna happen too as well. You clear 3 positive effects. Not so much with the assist, but still a very good basic to start with. I'd be chilling. So basic works okay in him. There's really no reason for you to do anything outside of striker, I think, at least in my opinion, with Spider-Man Miles, just because he once again will take advantage of Miss Marvel in the battlefield. We're gonna talk about America Chavez, and America Chavez is somewhat important in this team. She's the only one that can clear besides Spider-Man Miles. Spider-Man Miles is linked with Spider-Girl, with Squirrel Girl, but Miss America Chavez, you can clear 3 positive effects, attack the primary target for 350 damage at the same time. And then that basic applies defense down every single time. Shooting Star, attack primary target for 250 damage, plus 50% damage per Young Avenger or Hero Brawler ally as well. So, and then Starling, like I said, that's the one that does clear the 3 damage, but defense down, you don't really benefit too much from the extra tap because you're not gonna land defense down twice, but you get a second attack. So I still have her as a striker in this team. Like I said, it's all about getting triple taps with Miss Marvel. As long as she's staying alive, all the other characters will benefit. So I actually was running Squirrel Girl in raids, trying her as a healer, and I think she's still very viable even within this team. If you're gonna do one character that won't actually be when gotta be, I think so. If they ever bring her into the game, this is where she's going, or Spider-Bear, if they end up adding more Spider-Bear characters down there. But healer is a good one for her. Once again, we know that what this does is you on turn do a minor regeneration to the lowest health ally as well. So more survivability for the rest of your young Avengers team. She technically does that already for you with the low cooldown Eat Nuts. It's only a 3-turn cooldown, so you're gonna be healing this team pretty often. But if you want to have additional healing on top of that, I don't think that you can go wrong with making her a healer. Once again, though, another character that has a decent basic though. Had the primary target with the most speed bar for 210 damage, plus 50% chance to apply offense down, ignoring stunt or stealth. But other than that, uh, once again, another character that you can definitely make a striker. I'm gonna try her as a healer on this one, and she might be the only one that's not gonna do the triple tap. And I think I'm okay with that. I'd rather have the extra survivability with her. I need to build her up a little bit more. Squirrel Girl is really good, even outside of Young Avengers as well. Very, very good character. So then now we're gonna talk about the outside of the Young Avengers. I guess like the homeless brawlers for the most part, like characters that may or may not be running in the original factions, like Psylocke. While she is a part of the X-Men, some people sometimes run Beast and Storm, and I know Beast is gonna be going to X-Men. So you're still gonna have to make the choice whether or not you're gonna want to run with Psylocke or Storm. I do like what Psylocke brings to the table for X-Men, and the evades and the dodges and you name it. She adds more survivability to that team. But some people, they chase their red stars, and if you'd rather have your Storm in that team, Storm does a lot too. Then if Psylocke is free, you can definitely add her as a fifth to Young Avengers. And the side knife is piercing damage too, so anytime you can do piercing damage in this game is actually very, very good as well. So not a bad character. Technically another hero brawler, so the assist mechanic from this marble will also function with another homeless character, or not homeless, but plug and play, I would say, more than anything. Because yes, she could be in so many other factions. You can put her in with the Kree team and whatnot. But some people, especially like someone like me, I don't necessarily run her in her actual faction. I never run her with Kree. So if I wanted to have her as my fifth, she's actually, I think, my top recommendation for Young Avengers as a fifth member. She brings the damage. She's still very good in this game. She's definitely dropped off when it comes to like being the top character in the game, but especially inside of Young Avengers, this ult will wreck some nerds too. Then you clear all positive effects for himself as well. I mean, all negative effects for himself as well when you do this attack. So if you're full of debuffs on that one, just go ahead and do that. I try to save it sometimes for that reason. If I know I'm going against a debuff heavy team, just clear it after all of that. But once again, we also have Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl will cleanse that. Then the Warbird, you attack the primary target, clear all positive effects. But the Princess Sparkle Fist, and in this one, if you're charged, you also get that extra charge. So technically with her, if she is charged, you'll see that instead of a triple tap, you get 4 taps with her because of the passive as well. So that's why I think Captain Marvel is technically your optimal fifth, at least for now, in Young Avengers. If you don't want to run her, once again, we have options. So Psylocke. And then now let's talk about Shatterstar. Shatterstar is definitely optimal to be used with Longshot. They just benefit so much from being with one another, to be honest. Their passives work tremendously well with each other. On turn, you heal for 20% of this character's max health. And then on crit, plus 10% of the character's max health as barrier at the same time. And then with Longshot, you bring the damage as well. Plus, he does the healing. So they're going to be, if you end up running them together, they're going to pretty much stay alive throughout most of the fight. And he's definitely going to be out of the two. I think he's the weaker one out of the two, but still very good on his own. So if you don't have Longshot, you can definitely add him here. You won't have that extra bonus attack as well from the primary, but another character that you can bring in here and put Striker ISOs on him for that particular team. But even if you keep him as a raider for his crit, then I don't think that you can go wrong with him. So definitely 2 different ISOs that you can do with Shatterstar. But I think within Young Avengers, it's all about having all of them being strikers for the most part. Then last but not least, she's been somewhat homeless for a while. I don't think many people run Guardians together unless you have a really high Guardian teams developed. And Gamora has jumped around, especially for me in blitzes, in any team, even in War. I have her in makeshift team as well. So to be honest, she just bounces around, but this is a good home for her in Young Avengers as well. Assassin Strike If you do this when attack the primary target for 250 damage plus 40% chance to bonus attack up to 2 times for 200 damage as well. Then on top of that, if you get the assist will happen, and then she gets to strike again. It's just vulnerable in place. So lots of possible attacks if you end up bringing Gamora in on this one, and a lot of extra damage. I want to quickly showcase what they can do together, and then I'll bring in initially Captain Marvel into the battle. But then I want to showcase Gamora in particular because I want you guys to see how good that basic is within this team. Let's go real quick in here. Let me lose a quick one. Let's go into Young Avengers. All right, I have Young Avengers. Oh, and I forgot to mention Spider-Man. Spider-Man is homeless, and I do use them in this team in Blitz, and they do just fine. I'm gonna take him out for this one. And then I'm gonna have Striker. I'm actually gonna try it with her just staying as a healer. We could try it with her as a Striker so you guys can see how good she is, of course, as a Striker. But as I mentioned, I also like the added survivability that she can bring to that point by just whoever has the lowest health ends up getting that extra health, and it can make the difference between that character dying too early in the fight. So let's try it like this. We're gonna run all strikers, only healer on Squirrel Girl. And then let's bring them up against, what do you guys want to see? Let's go against Guardians. All right, so here we go. First turn, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the ult here from Cap. Assist now. Oh, and I should have done that ×2. So then the assist happened, the attack, and then once again the charge hit. So technically a 4-tap there. What is that? 2. So tons of damage actually dealt there in that one turn alone. I got her in the yellow and her a little bit halfway. I'm actually gonna use it because it's a very low cooldown, so I'll get it pretty soon again. Ult here. I'm gonna do basic because Drax is gonna die. Taunt here. She calls for the assist from a hero brawler or a young Avenger. The vulnerable's already in place. And now we're gonna go for Rocket. Special assist now. This should, take down Rocket. But if it didn't, then she would go ahead and tap again. So the tap doesn't happen, but you still get the charge passive to trigger there. She lost her passive. And then once again, that's why I like her as a healer. On turns when you don't have the heal available from Squirrel Girl, some other character in this team will get the heal as well from that. Depending on what you guys value a little bit more. I think the survivability makes sense. But you can definitely make her a striker. All right, and we have 2 blinds on this field. Let's go for Star-Lord. There goes that vulnerable. So here we go. He's blinded. The assist will happen. He doesn't get to go again because he was blinded on the first attack. So here we go. Double attack. Assist. First attack. Assist happens. He revives, so he's not gonna get to go again because technically he died. Just remember that. Same thing here. Assist will happen. Now the attack should happen afterwards. Oh no. Yeah, there you go. I was like, what happened? Let's do the cleanse here, and that's it. So you can definitely have the entire team be strikers and just have Miss Marvel be skirmisher. I do enjoy the heals. I do enjoy the turn heals from Virgo, especially for the turns that she's not going to be healing the team. So just for added survivability, I think that's a good option. I want to try out against this team now and change this up and bring in Gamora. You guys can see Gamora's basic. find her. And then let's do it again. I want more Young Avengers for real. Me too. I would love some more Young Avengers. There's definitely a good array of Young Avengers characters that could be added to this game that I think would make, you know, for a fifth option, you could do Wickham, you could do Patriot. We know that Patriot is coming to Winter Soldier, at least that's what's been rumored. So he could potentially be a character that gets added into this game. Oakland. So good options. Yeah, SG is literally, yeah, and I agree with you, Book. Literally the only one that I would not do Striker. Or not that I wouldn't do Striker, but it's debatable as to what you prefer on your team. If you prefer the heals, make her a healer. If you prefer just having another character in the team do double taps, and I can do one more fight with her as a striker, so that you guys can see the options. All right, so let's go for Rocket first. Basic, double attacks here. There goes the assist again. Pretty much like a five attacks in one there from him, and then Rocket is pretty much done. So that's why I do like Gamora within this team. If you have a high red Gamora too, she wrecks in there too. And if you don't want to be using Captain Marvel, she's a good option in this team. So doing the ult here, then doing a basic should get rid of Sabretooth here. Not yet. All right, this one should get rid of him, I think. So I went for him. There goes the assist from Squirrel Girl. He's not a skirmisher. All right, so here we're gonna do a basic. I think Spider-Man's gonna die unless he dodges. Yeah, he just died. So I can't even see the triple tap again. We're gonna do the heals here. There goes the assist. And then here we go. We're gonna do ult here to remove, or try to remove. Yep, immunities has been removed. Here comes the assist. Vulnerable in place. Then now I land defense down. So that's what I do like. What America Chaz brings to the table on this one. She sets up the defense down for another Young Avenger to come in and kind of finish up the attack. So I'm not even gonna need to rewind Groot here. We're just gonna go ahead and do basic and go for the last attack. And a big ending from Gamora. Don't make her angry. This is we're making green characters angry. Marvel. But yeah, this is Young Avengers. ISO weights for them, I think, like I said, they work tremendously if you make them all strikers. We'll do one more. We'll do it with just Squirrel Girl being a striker. Let me go and change that real quick. But I do, like I said, I do enjoy her as a healer. And I don't think you lose a lot with that extra attack. So for this one, let's make her a striker. But I do enjoy what she brings with the added survivability, especially on the turns when you don't get that heal from her or the cleanse. Make her a healer. All right, we're gonna go up against this team. I think the Hela team. What do you guys want? Or the Shield team? We can go against Shield. I think we need a new BO. Get Thanos off. Such a waste. Well, adding a fifth to it. What would you do with Thanos though? If you take him off of Black Order. All right, so on this one, we're showcasing it with everybody literally having Striker. And I'm gonna go for this first. I didn't do the basic there on purpose to showcase something different from Gamora, but you know, you can pretty much do it like 5 taps in there. So in that one, she got the assist. She ends up attacking also security with the special, but then she goes back for another tap on security. So here we go, Striker. So she'll get to go again after that vulnerable lands. Then offense down 2. Bam, out of here. So good damage. Plus the offense down landing. Because I used a different ability, I think, initially in that. So I'm gonna try is the keyword. See, he resists so much. I was trying to remove the taunt. At least I removed the taunt. The defense up fade. Now we're gonna start going for shield medic. The retaliation. All right, so triple tap here. Let's see. Let's go for shield. One, two, three tags. The I don't have the T4 passive from her, so I missed the by 20%. I missed the assist there, but that's fine. She lands it most of the time. Still, I think it's a very good T4 to do on this team to ensure that that assist always happens. Let's slow her down. I don't want her to heal anyone. This should potentially kill her. Yep, down. Okay, ult happens. Assist should happen. Then basic attack should happen. Once the taunt takes place, there it is. And then this basic should potentially kill him. Here goes the extra attack. Nope. But this is the basic. And that's all she wrote. So this is the entire team running with strikers. And like I said, you can definitely make the case for making Squirrel Girl a healer. I enjoy her as a healer in most cases, to be honest. But definitely a good opportunity for you to try them. And this dynamic is very important. So I would say if you're gonna do this team, the only necessary T4 to ensure that your assists are happening all the time is Miss Marvel. There's a lot of good T4, especially from Squirrel Girl, as well. But for that assist to land every single time, then make sure you T4 her. Yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This was Young Avengers. I think they're a very simple team when it comes to ISOs and very undebatable in sense of what the rest of the team should look like in addition to Miss Marvel. The only one that I would say is it's up to you guys and how you question it. Try out Squirrel Girl as a healer, try her out as a striker, and let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Till the next one.